Howdy, I'm here to teach you guys how to solve systems of equations, and right now we're going to start by elimination. So I'm just here to remind you guys that when you're solving systems of equations, your final answer needs to be an ordered paired or a point. So your answer needs to have an x and a y at the end. So when we're solving by elimination, eliminating means that you're going to cross something out. So the only way that you can cross something out is if you have one positive version and a negative version of the exact same thing. So like you have to have a positive and a negative or opposite signs for you to be able to delete something. Same with if it was y's. If I give you a negative 2y, how would you delete that negative 2y? It would have to be a positive 2y. Had to be the same letters, the same number, same coefficient, but different signs, opposite signs. So here, let's look at the one we're given. We're given 3x plus 2y is equal to 15, and 5x minus 4y is equal to negative 8. So when you look at your x's, they're both the same sign and different numbers. When you look at your y's, they got different numbers but opposite signs. So this problem right here shows me that it's easier for me to cross out the y's. But for me to do that, they have to have the exact same number. They both need to have 4s or they both need to have 2s. What would be the easiest thing to do? Logically, it would be to multiply this 2 by 2 to get 4. But I cannot just do it to that 2 right there. I have to do it to the entire equation. So the whole thing, I'm going to multiply it by 2. All right? So let's multiply 2 times 3x times 2y and times 15. So what is 2 times 3x? 6x. What is 2 times 2y? 4y. And 2 times 15 is 30. So now we're ready to add the next equation in there. So I'm just going to bring this one down exactly how it's written. So I got 5x minus 4y is equal to negative 8. All right, so now is it easy for me to cross two of them out, to cancel something out, eliminate something? Yes, I can eliminate these two away. Because I got a positive 4 and a negative 4, they're going to subtract and give me 0. So I don't need to write that down. But I still got to combine the x's and the numbers after the equal sign. So what is 6x plus 5x? 6x plus 5x is 11x. All right, I'm going to bring down this equal sign. And what is 30 minus 8? This is a positive 30 and a negative 8. So you're going to subtract them. You're going to get 22. Because the 30 was bigger, it should be a positive 22. All right. Is there any way for me to get the x completely on its own? I would have to get rid of that 11. So notice this is 11 times x. So to get rid of it, I would divide both sides by 11. So 11 divided by 11 gives me 1, so they can cross out. And 22 divided by 11 is 2. So notice here that I already have part of my answer. I have the x. But my answer always needs to be x comma y. It needs to have both an x and a y. It needs to be an ordered pair. So now I have to go back and find out what my y is equal to. So there's two different ways that you can do this. Or three different ways that you can do this. One way is to take this equation that we had at the beginning. This 3x plus 2y is equal to 15. Plug in what x is equal to give me what y is equal to. You can do the exact same thing with the other equation. You can look at 5x minus 4y is equal to negative 8. Plug in the x, give me the y. Or, last way that you can do it, do the exact same math that we just did, but cross out your x's instead. So cancel out the 3x and the 5x. All right. Either method will give you the exact same answer. So I think the easiest way is to get your answer from one of the equations. So let me take the highlighted one. This 3x plus 2y is equal to 15. And anytime I see an x, I'm going to replace it with 2. So instead of having an x here, I'm going to say 3 times 2 plus 2y is equal to 15. Because I don't know what my y is equal to. That's what I'm trying to find out. So here, to get my y by itself, I would first multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 plus 2y is equal to 15. If I'm trying to leave the y by itself, I would get rid of the 6 next. I would subtract 6 from both sides. 6 minus 6 is 0. You're going to bring down your 2y. And 15 minus 6 is 9. All right, to leave my y by itself, I got a times 2 in the front. So to get rid of that 2, I would divide by 2 from both sides. So y is equal to 9 divided by 2. It's okay that you have a fraction for your y. All right, so this would be my final answer. And that's it. All right.